The Coldest Women by Zodiac Sign. There are women who are unapproachable, neither with words nor with feelings. They are not warmed by flattery, they are not touched by emotions, and even love can break against them like ice. They are strong, independent and withdrawn. They know how to remain silent when others are screaming, and how to leave when others are just starting to fight. These are the coldest women of the zodiac. But don't confuse their coldness with heartlessness. This is an icy armor, behind which lies wisdom, fortitude, and absolute control over oneself. And today you will find out which of the signs possesses this special, bone-piercing energy. Who are those who never beg, do not regret and do not come back? If you want to know the truth about these women, watch to the end. Subscribe to the channel to receive not superficial advice, but deep esoteric knowledge that helps to see the essence of people. And write in the comments, are you familiar with this cold? Or maybe you yourself are one of those who freeze with one look. Let's dive into the secret of women whose ice cannot be melted. The first sign is Leo. The Leo woman produces the effect of an ice crown at first sight. Her detachment is not a mask, but a position. She does not seek closeness, she allows you to approach. There are no random people in her world, only those whom she has deemed worthy. Everyone else receives measured attention, without a hint of warmth. She does not allow herself weakness, does not demonstrate need, does not ask. Her coldness is not cruelty, it is a principle of internal control. She is not inclined to pity or sympathize if it goes beyond her inner circle. In communication, she strictly filters everything: words, intonations, reactions. One wrong accent, and a person instantly falls into the category of those with whom she will be extremely polite, but never frank. Her distance is armor. She can remain silent for weeks if she feels that they are expecting emotional involvement from her. For her, the manifestation of feelings is a resource that she spends extremely sparingly. The most cold-blooded thing about her is her ability to break ties without leaving a trace. She can give the illusion of closeness, interest, warmth, but at the right moment she turns everything off, like a switch. No explanations, scenes, questions. Just disappearance, dry, businesslike, final. Her emotional system does not include sentiment. She is guided by status, by actions, by compliance with her standards. And if the standard is violated, the relationship is cancelled. The Leo woman does not scream, does not blame, does not get hysterical. She simply stops perceiving a person as significant. This is her highest degree of coldness, complete internal zeroing. In this state, she is able to build a new life, as if the previous one did not exist at all. Her coldness does not require effort, it is natural. She was born with this quality and uses it as a tool for self-preservation and power. She despises weakness, and not only in others, but also in herself. If something hurts, she will not show it. If something worries her, she will turn it into a task. Her internal system is designed to not give the world a reason to perceive her as vulnerable. Even in love, she controls the distance. Her partner may not realize how strictly she doses her emotions. Everything is under control, always. Her coolness is the result of strength. She knows how to be desired, admired, needed, but at the same time maintain an invisible wall that no one can completely overcome. And even if someone has come closer, this does not guarantee constancy. The Leo woman can return everything to zero at any moment, without remorse, without doubts, without the desire to be understood. She does not warm up other people's expectations. Her coldness is her power. The second sign of Pisces. A Pisces woman knows how to create the illusion of warmth, not letting anyone in. Her coldness is not straightforward, but enveloping, hidden, almost invisible. She is soft, delicate, listens, nods, but does not reveal a single real emotion. Everything that seems close is in fact a reflection, nothing more. Her detachment is a filter through which no one passes. She is not rude, not alienated, not aggressive. But even at the moment of a supposedly sincere conversation, You will not get real access. She speaks beautifully, but abstractly. You listen, and do not understand what she really feels. Because her reality is only for her. She does not share it. Never. Her coldness is a border covered with flowers. And this border is much harsher than that of signs with direct aggression. A Pisces woman can be nearby, but remain behind glass. You feel presence, but not contact. She may cry, but you won't understand why. Her feelings are wrapped in cotton wool. And if you think you understand her, you're wrong. Everything you see is a set. On an energetic level, she is so cold that even a sincere person begins to doubt himself next to her. Her coldness is not the absence of emotions. It is their isolation from the outside world. If she leaves, she does not explain. She does not accuse, does not conflict, does not throw words. She simply dissolves. Her disappearance is polite, beautiful, but final. She does not return, not because she is angry, but because she considers the connection complete. And in this, her cold is more frightening than open hostility. Because it comes from where it seemed to be warm, she does not let anyone into her depths. Inside, there is silence, cold water, personal secrets. Even the closest ones receive only a small part. Her soul is a closed room. Everything that others see is a stained glass window. Bright, subtle, mysterious, but inaccessible. And even if you think that you got inside, she has long since changed the locks. The coldness of Pisces is absolute emotional autonomy. They do not depend. They do not hold on. They do not demand. This is where their cold nature manifests itself. Outwardly, warmth and participation, but in fact, zero involvement. It is easier for them to experience pain inside than to let someone see it. And even in passion, they are able to maintain isolation. They know how to give sensations without revealing themselves. This is the art of closeness under the guise of sensitivity. And in this, their cold is the most subtle and strongest. The third sign is Taurus. The Taurus woman does not push away. She simply does not let you in. Her cold is a stone covered with velvet. Outwardly, calm, reliability, endurance. Inside, deaf silence and absolute closeness. She can speak affectionately, but there is no invitation in her gaze. It is about control. She does not allow herself any weaknesses, spontaneity or revelations. Her emotional system is built like a fortress. To get to a real Taurus woman, you need to go through walls, a moat and barbed wire. She is in no hurry in anything, especially in trust. If you are nearby, this does not mean that you are really nearby. Because she can be physically accessible, but emotionally, unattainable. Her coldness is in absolute selectivity. She knows how to separate the valuable from the temporary. And if you do not pass the test, you will remain in the zone of formal communication. She knows how to communicate without participation. Behave politely, but keep an internal distance of kilometers. You feel it, even if you cannot explain it. It is impossible to get close to her quickly. She does not let you in, not because she is afraid, but because she does not see the point. The Taurus woman does not need emotional intimacy for the sake of the process itself. She demands significance. Without it, no access. If you let her down once, she freezes everything. No scandal, no drama. She just goes silent, or stays, but doesn't take you seriously anymore. She can continue communicating, maintain a familiar rhythm, but you feel that you are no longer needed. And this feeling is the most accurate marker of her coldness. She doesn't hurt, she does nothing. Sympathy is a rare tool for her. She knows how to be there, but she won't listen to complaints if she believes that the person is to blame. Her emotional restraint is not a mask. This is her way of survival. She doesn't understand why waste warmth where there are no guarantees. Therefore, everything she gives is strictly out of necessity. She will not warm for no reason. Even in love, she reserves the right to be distant. This is not a game, it's a style. Her coldness is her way of controlling the consequences. She calculates in advance how much she can invest in a person so as not to regret it later. And if the risk is great, she keeps her distance. This is where her absolute power lies. She doesn't depend. She doesn't lose. She doesn't burn. She can love, but she always keeps her hand on the lever. And if necessary, she turns everything off with one movement. The fourth sign is Gemini. When she enters the room, it becomes cooler. Not because she is cruel or heartless, it's just that her emotional temperature is lower than others. The Gemini woman knows how to separate feelings from decisions, and it is this quality that makes her one of the coldest in the zodiac circle. The cold in her is not icy, but rational. She does not succumb to the pressure of emotions, does not lose her head in a crisis, and does not dissolve in people. Her mind is an icy blade, sharp and precise. Even in love, she first analyzes, and only then decides whether it is worth investing. She is a master of distance. The Gemini woman can talk for hours, but at the same time not reveal a single personal experience. Her smile disarms, her voice is mesmerizing, but internal access to her is always closed. Even for the closest ones. She is able to maintain relationships without giving the interlocutor the opportunity to get closer to her essence. This is her protection. This is her strategy. She does not get attached to people. If she loses interest in being around, she leaves without a shadow of regret. Intellectual stimulation, movement, and novelty are important to her. Those who try to hold on to her emotionally quickly understand that they are dealing with a woman who is not afraid of loneliness. She chooses freedom, and even in relationships, she reserves the right to be unavailable. Not because she does not know how to love, but because for her, love is not dissolution, but the interaction of two whole people. In her work, she acts precisely, quickly, without sentimentality. The Gemini woman will not waste time on empty emotions or drama. If someone cannot cope, she will replace them. If the project is ineffective, she closes it. This is not indifference, but practicality. Her coldness is a tool that helps maintain clarity in any situation. She knows how to interrupt a conversation when she understands that it no longer makes sense. She can end a relationship without leaving a single emotional tail. And even in the most tense situations, she does not let feelings take over. Her composure is frightening because it is stable. It is not temporary, not reactive. It is built into her behavior, as part of her essence. Men often fall in love with her precisely because of this detachment. They want to melt the ice, get to the core. But the Gemini woman does not allow it. She can give the illusion of closeness, she can be gentle and attentive, but as soon as she feels that they want to impose emotions on her, she will immediately retreat. She does not tolerate pressure. She does not tolerate invasion. Her personal space is guarded mercilessly. With age, her coldness only increases. If in her youth she can still play with feelings, then later she chooses complete control. She does not confuse passion with dependence. You can't touch her with words. You can't keep her with promises. She needs to be respected, not begged. This woman is not about affection. She is about intelligence, boundaries and choice. She will never become weak. Even in the most painful situations, she will save face. Her tears are rare. Her confessions are almost impossible. She listens, nods, draws conclusions. And if she decides to leave, it means it is impossible to return. The Gemini woman is a cold that cannot be cured by warmth. This is ice that does not melt from words. This is a force that cannot be broken by passion or time. The fifth sign is Libra. The coldness of this woman does not manifest itself immediately. At first, she seems polite, soft, delicate. Her manners are impeccable, her speech is polished, her gaze is attentive. But behind all this there is a distance that cannot be reduced. The Libra woman is one of the most emotionally closed in the zodiac. Her composure is not in harshness, but in detached elegance. She will not say rudeness. She will simply disappear from a person's life if she considers that the contact has lost balance. Everything in her life is subordinated to harmony, but this harmony is her own. If someone violates her internal order, she will not swear or sort things out. She will simply cool off, so quickly and ruthlessly that the interlocutor will not have time to understand what happened. The Libra woman does not make scenes. Her method is silence and an invisible wall. She turns off emotions the way others turn off the light, without pathos, without warning. She does not allow herself weakness. Outwardly, she may look gentle, but this is only a mask of politeness. Her true essence is logical, calculating, calm. The Libra woman knows how to make decisions without relying on feelings, including her own. Her coldness is the result of internal discipline. She has taught herself not to depend on emotions, because she has long understood that feelings interfere with justice. She can be there, support, listen, give advice, but she will never open up herself. She considers this vulnerability. Her coldness is not demonstrative, but quiet. She does not conflict, does not fight. She simply does not invest anymore. Her distance is her way of surviving among the chaos of other people. Men often confuse her restraint with indifference, and they are not very wrong. The Libra woman is truly indifferent to many manifestations of passion. She does not care about emotional swings, screams, pleas. She perceives all this as weakness. Her interest is only aroused by confidence and intelligence. But even when she falls in love, she remains cold, because she values stability more than feelings. She is not jealous. She does not dramatize. She does not arrange checks. Her control is expressed in calm observation. She sees everything, draws conclusions, and leaves without explanation. For her, this is the norm. The Libra woman does not consider it necessary to waste time on those who do not respect her. And respect is more important to her than love. Over the years, her coldness becomes a habit. She cannot be broken by tears. She cannot be touched by confessions. She analyzes, weighs, excludes. Even if there is a storm inside, outwardly she remains motionless. She has trained herself to be strong when others are drowning in emotions. And her strength is in detachment. The Libra woman is not about passion. She is about endurance. She does not open up on request. She cannot be forced to be closer. She chooses the distance herself. And if someone thinks that she can be melted, he is wrong. Because her coldness is not protection. This is her lifestyle, consistent, balanced and final.